Yeah, right. As you can see, this is the property here. This is all overgrown. Overgrown. This is a lot of work. But come inside. Let me show you. Right, this is it. Who wants to come and stay here with me, yeah? Right, so kind of views. Look at it. As you can see, this needs a lot of work everywhere. So how I found this house through an agent. So there was a time I was just going through Rightmove as I usually do, and I saw the house and I thought it looked interesting. I saw the price and I thought it looked interesting because prices around here, it's a village, so prices are quite high. So it was like half price, and I thought, let me come see this. When I saw it, I just thought, wow, this looks really good. This could be a family home, different things. Obviously, it needs a lot of work. There's a lot of opportunity here, but the main thing is relationship is key, because when I put an offer, someone else had put in an offer and it was accepted, but they came back and they tried to negotiate. Now, for me, I just knew that I didn't really need to negotiate. The price works quite well, but the good thing, the person that was before me had negotiated a lower price than I was willing to pay for. So I just spoke to the agent and I said, what price was agreed? They obviously told me the price. I said, well, we can do a deal at that. Fantastic. So we agreed on the deal. It took longer than we expected because the property was not registered. So the owner obviously had to register the property, split it, as you can see, it backs up to a farm, and then, allow us to apply for searches and do the due diligence. We had a glitch halfway where I believe the owner went to a pub and had a chat with someone, and then that person was like, hey, look, I can buy this house from you next week, like I can complete really quickly. And then I think the owner just thought, we're taking too long for some reason, and he pulled out of the sale and went to the other person. But for us, we was like, look, because you're spending so much money, it's quite important that we do our due diligence fully. So if he doesn't want us to carry our full due diligence, we had to walk away. And that's something you have to make a decision on. No matter how much you want a property, you want to be able to carry out your full due diligence, because this will be one of the most expensive purchases most people will make in their lives. I'll make in my life. So I need to do my full due diligence. I need to be comfortable with a full purchase. But anyway, the person I had promised to buy ended up not buying. So obviously they came back to us. And we agreed on a deal, we exchanged, completed, and here we are. When we completed, what we did is we went for planning. Matter of fact, actually, I had gone for planning before we completed. That's a risk I took because I thought I don't want to waste too much time. So I went for planning to get an extension at the front. To start with, I went for 8-meter extension, which was, I made a mistake there because permitted development, I was allowed to do 4 meters. I went for 8 meters, but the neighbor next door is actually in property, so they objected. So they hired a planning consultant to obviously object our planning, so it got refused. The mistake I made there is I should have gone to a planning consultant to actually do the whole planning for me. But that's a lesson learned. So I went back in, spoke to a planning consultant who I paid to do the whole planning for me, go for planning, architects, all that kind of stuff. We went for planning, got 4 meters, then went for a permitted development to get a garage there, and then loft conversion. And then we're doing another planning to split this into 2. So what I want to do, because I have some time between now and when the builders are scheduled to start in August, so we've got 2 months, instead of me waiting around, I thought, you know what, I'll start looking for a new angle on how we can extract the value on this property. So we got the property, we added value by getting an extension, then value by getting a loft conversion agreed and a garage. So if we took this property, sold it today, we would make a profit because we've already added value. But then what I want to do in the next 2 months is trying to get planning to split this into 2. So currently, the property is about 1,500 square foot. But with everything that we're going to do, we can take it to about 2,000, maybe up to 2,500 square foot. So we can add about 1,000 square foot by adding the extension. There's a space in the basement that we can add, and obviously loft conversion. There's so much space. So then if we can split this into two beds or 2 3 beds, then that adds extra value. It's a bit of a risk because, you know, we're in a conservation area, so it's not always easy to really get planning down here, but it's a risk worth taking, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, who knows, if we can get 2 beds here, that'll be absolutely amazing. So that's where we are. So come, let me talk to you about what we're going to do. So the plan is to get rid of all this and put beams across. We plan to change where the stairs are and put the stairs here, so people will walk in here and then they got all the space upstairs. So the plan is, if we keep this as a family home, the plan is to make this a 5 bed. So we would have 3 beds upstairs. So we'll have 1 bed here, another bed there, and a massive bed down there with an ensuite. And we'll have obviously like an ensuite. We'll have a toilet up there, and then here we'll have 2 rooms. We'll have 1 bedroom here, another bedroom there. We'll have a bit of a reception rooms and a shower. So it's a big house. It'll be a big house. And then also the opportunity here as well is to convert downstairs. So come, let me show you downstairs. Sorry, this has grown so bad. It's ridiculous. Alright. So if you can see this, I know it's quite dark in here, but this is wasted space. So what we're planning to do is actually behind here is all wasted space as well. So we're planning to get rid of this wall and push it back. We're gonna push it back so we can create extra space here, and then obviously we're gonna get an extension there. So all together here, this way we'll get 4 meters this way, it's 10 meters that way. So we'll end up with 400 square meters anyway. So that means literally that's like a, you know, size of a flat, and this will be the kitchen, the diner, the living room. So that's the plan really. So yeah, that's it. A lot of work to do here, as you can see. But yeah, wow, look at this. My goodness gracious. Just so much. Who's going to do all this, man? It's just all so overgrown. My god, this is nuts, absolutely nuts.